Right now we are in Iceland. For those of you new to the channel, or for those of you who hadn't heard, we're in Iceland for a Viking themed project. This is everything from digital shorts to photo shoots. It's been really neat, and this is my first time here, and there's about 10 of us Vikings all together from all over the world. It is absolutely amazing. Everyone's personalities, like obviously everyone has their individual personalities, and it's really cool to see us all mesh together and the energy that's brought about. So yeah, definitely grateful for this opportunity. Now, it's the beard struggle that has put this all together, and I can't even imagine how much work it has taken to get everyone around the world to one spot on time. Yeah, and now these guys are huge. Like, there's one dude, I don't know if he's like somewhere between 250 to 300 pounds. And the gentleman that we're staying with, he said that we've gone through what a group of 15 to 20 people go through in a week. We've gone through in 2 days. So that's been quite interesting to deal with. And our dinner bills have been astronomical. We have dudes that are eating like 3 to 4 steaks at a sitting. So that's been quite entertaining to watch this all come to fruition. Now, getting into the reason that I've sat down and I am putting this video together, most of us have heard of beard straightening brushes, heated beard straightening brushes. And some of you have heard about the brush that Beard Struggle had put together. Now, there was a lot of criticism received pertaining to that brush because it wasn't an original design, and also the price point was off. So with that said, the Beard Struggle, they've definitely owned up to their mistakes, and they've decided to take the situation head on. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to actually help contribute to the design of this patent pending beard brush straightener. Now, without further ado, I'm going to grab the final prototype and show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, this was quite a process to get this thing here in hand. As you can imagine, it started with a drawing that was very elementary, if you will. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. So this is what we started with. And so once we had that initial drawing, we presented that to a graphic designer in Australia. He had no idea what we were trying to do, and rightfully so. He wasn't very familiar with beard brush straighteners, and obviously it took a little while to translate exactly what we were looking for. Now, after we had, and you know what, I'll go ahead, I'll post up what we finally came to after many calls, many video sessions with the graphic designer. This is what we came up with. We then presented this to a manufacturer, and that was a feat all of its own, because there are a few things that the manufacturer pointed out as far as the structural integrity to it, safety issues with it, and all in all, this took about 8 months in all to put together. Now, going into what we initially came up with for our first prototype, that's right here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Now with this, it's quite hefty, so that was one of the first things that we did, was we made this a lot smaller to make it easier for travel and also to make it easier to handle. In addition to the size, there were 2 separate heating units on this. And with these 2 heating units, theoretically, it seemed like it would work, to where we had a heating unit in the main body and we had a heating unit in the end. Now, we came to find out as we used this that it really didn't make sense to have 2 separate heating units, because once we were done straightening the main beard and we wanted to pick it out, as soon as we turned on the second unit, it would take an additional 5 minutes. So we condensed it to where it's just 1 heating unit. Now also, so at the end, we included this. So it's a multi-purpose tool, if you will. So you can straighten your beard, and also you can pick out your beard to help add volume for those of you that want to do that. In addition to, many of us, we get a kind of a crease under our chin and our jawline, and that's where the pick, the heated pick, helps out with pulling it out, and then you can brush it down to maintain that volume and also get the streaks out. Now, going further into this unit, there are 3 different settings, and there's 3 lights right here. And so with each one of these settings, you have 120 degrees Celsius, you have 160 degrees Celsius, and you have 200 degrees Celsius. And that translates out to 248 degrees Fahrenheit, 320 degrees Fahrenheit, and 392 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, with the original beard brush, it didn't get hot enough. So now we've gone back to the drawing board, if you will, and we made sure that the heating unit does get up to the 390 degrees Fahrenheit. With these 3 lights here, I'll grab the actual final prototype so you can see what we're talking about. Now, with these 3 lights, they'll continuously blink until they're at the proper setting as far as in regard to the temperature. And so if you just set it on the first one, it'll blink until it's heated up to the proper temperature. If you heat it up to the second, it's going to blink until it's to the proper temperature, and so on. It's also going to come with a heating pouch. In addition to the heating pouch, there are going to be 2 colors that you can choose from. There's going to be this silver in addition to, let me see here, to gold. So in regard to color, whatever tickles your fancy pertaining to the gold or silver, you're going to have the option for that. But yeah, all in all, it has been an exciting journey to watch this come to fruition. And the Beard Struggle has definitely righted the wrongs pertaining to their brush. And also, for those customers that initially bought the original, they'll have the option, or actually the opportunity, to get this beard brush at cost. So that's really cool of the Beard Struggle to do. And again, it's been an amazing journey, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to help them come up with the final product. So yeah, that was long-winded, and this is the top of the Viking costume. Check this out. I've got some leather pants. I might actually try to take these home with me, but it's been really cool. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put clips of the project right here for you to see exactly what this is all about and what we've come up with so far. And I'm really excited to see what's to come. Actually, this isn't really clips of the project. This is more or less a little BTS action for you. And with all of that said, as always, I hope that you found this video helpful, perhaps intriguing. If you did, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. Until next time, peace. See you back in the States.